Up, this is Timothy Bishop. Welcome back to Spirit of Justice Case 4 Trial Day 1. Yeah, we're starting on the trial in this case. Wow. So it's just like, is it kind of like Trials and Tribulations? It's just a trial? I mean, that works. Load this data, sure. Well, I do know this case is largely unrelated to the overarching story. So those tend to be a little iffy, but you know what? We'll see what happens. So let's rewatch that opening cutscene and see what's going on here. I remember there was a guy counting.
Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What time is it? It's 9, 10, 11.
Oh man, look at that blood too. It's like the ramen or whatever is on top of the blood though. Shisho's dead. No, do you think? Oh no! If he did, then what do we do? Hey, pull yourself together. Don't worry, I have an idea. Okay. Episode 4, Turnabout Storyteller, y'all. I said that about 3 seconds before. Oh, well, the words didn't show up. May 13th, this is court defendant lobby number 6. Looks like we're back in the Americas, judging by the police uniforms here. What the heck? Who brings the defendant to his own trial late? Plus, the requests were so last minute, I didn't even have a chance to talk with my client. He's late for a very important date. Yeah, well... My name is Athena Sykes. Armed with analytical psychology and a full arsenal of legal know-how, I'm a fully competent defender of the Wright Anything Agency. So I wish my client would show up already. The trial's about to start. Maybe I should save my game. Oh man, after all that's happened, it appears we made it just in time. Where have you been? The trial's about to start, Simon! What? 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 Alright, I need to blow my nose. Yeah, this is the same recording session as the last one, I don't care. You didn't get so worked up, Athena. Oh crap, I forgot my voice. His baldness can wait. There's no way he'd wait for me. Besides, why would I want to start off on the wrong foot with him right out of the gate? Dealing with such matters is part of being a lawyer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, well, covering for your lateness is not. Huh. Still but a rank amateur, I see. Oh, man. Of all the people, this is like the last person I would have expected to see. This is Simon Blackwell. He's a dual destinies person. He might not look it, but he's actually a prosecutor and a psychology specialist. He and I go way back. As for our shared specialization in psychology, we're both disciples of the same person, so to speak. But he's kind of my senior, I guess. But twisted sense of humor or no, I wish he'd stop treating me like a child all the time. Holy balls, what is he doing here? The hair looking good as ever. So where are Wright Dono and Justice Dono? They're off saving their games. I gotta quit doing that. Mr. Wright is abroad and Apollo is cleaning the toilet. Didn't I tell you? He always cleans the toilet.
The toilet.
The what? So neither one of them are here, leaving you to take this on alone. Yep. Ye gods. Call Wright Dono back, it's not too late. Oh no, not too late at all. He would only need to know how to teleport. Very well. Then I will settle for justice, Dono. Go grab him by the horns and drag him here. Apollo is literally in the middle of a show, Simon. You may not want to admit it, but I've got what it takes to take on this case. Just leave this to me and go watch from the gallery. As your defense derails in spectacular fashion. No, as I win the heck out of this trial, you idiot. No, my god, I can't. What is this even? It'll be okay, promise. So wipe that look off your face already, will you? Anyway, I take it the guy behind you is... Yes, he's your... He's asleep again. Oi, Bucky, wake up. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Ow, what'd you do that for, Simey? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm looking at right now. How is he balancing all those while being sleepy? Who's your chickadee? No. She is your lawyer, such as it were. I'd say she's more green than yellow, however. Lawyer, she sure doesn't look it, does she? We got another Finkel and Einhorn on our hands here. She like your fellow apprentice or something? Yeah, something like that. I've known her longer than I've known you. You could say we're bound to one another. Okay, well then, just have her call Miss Judy then. Simon, this guy's not only rude, but he's 3 sheets to the wind at his own trial. Oh, he's drunk? I thought he was just tired. Ugh. Oh, well, I guess the hiccups, yeah. Okay, drunk, huh? Well, I don't drink, so... Holy shit. Do as you will, just save that for after the trial. Okay. This Chickadee. Don't call me that. How to do? Simon here. Simon here is an old friend of mine. Jeez, I would cut out that burp, but it's kind of in character a little bit, isn't it? I'm the 4th generation head chef at Wet Soba. Wet Soba? Oh god! Wet noodle number 4, Bucket Wet, nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too, Mr. Wet. Wet noodle. Ugh. It's disgusting. So he can pull himself together when he wants to. Oh, if only the trial wasn't starting in a few minutes. Having been accused of murder that only occurred yesterday, I'm afraid it's taken a toll on the poor boy. The poor boy? Does he make poor boys? And you happen to be there at the theater where it all happened too, right? They said they found a Rakugo storyteller murdered in his dressing room. Indeed. The victim, master storyteller, Typhoon Tornado. Typhoon Tornado? Is that what we're going with here? It reminds me of Tenero from, like, Case 2 of Investigations 1. How the hell do I remember that? Anyway, he was a longtime patron of Wet Soba. Master Tornado has been looking after Bucky ever since Wet Noodle number 3 passed away. I see. So the victim was kind of like a father to the defendant, huh? So he definitely couldn't have done it. That stupid old thought, like a father. No way, he was always dissing my Soba. How dare you speak ill of him? Running your mouth like that is why they suspected you of this murder in the first place. Now pull yourself together. Number 3 must be rolling in his grave. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. But Simon... The police, none of them believes me. They won't listen to me. Looks like he's still in shock from the whole ordeal. Don't worry, Mr. Wet, everything's gonna be alright. I'm gonna defend you with everything I got. I think. You're in good hands now. You mean you believe me, ma'am? Of course. No matter what, I'll believe in you to the very end. As hard as that might be. Gee whiz, Miss Chickadee. Now come on, I need you to shape up, just like those old al dente noodles of yours. Yes, ma'am. My soba is the freshest. What? Mr. Wet, you fell all the way to the floor in one frame. Bucky, you great big pillock. Pillock. So how exactly do you know this guy? I used to frequent Wet Soba and still do. In fact, so I've known him since he was a lad. That's why his father and Master Tornado were always so good to me. I didn't know you liked Soba so much, Simon. Boy, the things we learn about each other. I wouldn't expect someone such as you, who eats meat slapped between slabs of bread, to understand the delicate taste and the subtle textures imparted by buckwheat flour. Hey, that's just rude, but I digress. I'm all about flavor and subtlety and stuff. If I let Wet Soba end like this, I'll never be able to face number 3 or Master Tornado in the next life. I see. That's why you came to me. You wanted somebody you could trust. It was never my intention to ask you. I'll show him. I'll show him I can handle it just fine. Well, I believe it's just about time. What? We haven't even properly discussed the case yet. What's the matter? You look nervous, Athena. Don't tell me you're chickadeeing out. I'm just trembling with the excitement of battle, that's all. Yeah, let's do this. Here we go. Get him off the floor. We got a dinosaur to walk. Yeah, I'm a chickadee. I'm gonna do my best. Hiccup poop.
Wet soba. Wet soba. Wet soba. Wet soba.
Oh God, is that his orders coming in? Oh jeez. Yellow, 2 bowls of noodles. Sorry, sir, no can do. Kind of busy at the courthouse. Huh? Did they hung up? Okay. Okay, let's do this. He's not gonna do himself or this case any favors like this, Simon. Maybe we should let him go get some rest somewhere. Let me rest? Maybe if I were a lump of regular flour dough for you noodles. But I'm fresh like my soba. You know, the soba don't rest. It's all about the 3 freshes. Grinded buckwheat seeds fresh, cut dough fresh, boiled noodles fresh. Wow, that was actually a fairly decently acted burp or something there. Well, this is going good so far. He's blacked out. Oh boy, I just knew something like this would happen. Simon, what are these 3 freshes of soba he was talking about? First, buckwheat seeds are ground to make buckwheat flour. Then dough made with this flour is cut with a large rectangular knife into noodles. Is this going to be on the test? Finally, the buckwheat noodles are boiled. Each step is done immediately, one after the other, so that the soba is fresh when eaten. So that's what he meant. Wouldn't want him to make me any soba right now, though, that's for sure. Athena, this is no time for idle chatter. You need to get to the courtroom now. Just remember, as a prosecutor, I will be unable to lend you a hand. So don't expect any help from my quarter. There you go, treat me like I'm incompetent again. For your information, I wasn't planning on asking you for help anyway. Just you wait, Simon, I'll show you. Oh, man. It's that rivalry, that friendly rivalry between friends, I tell ya. Mr. Wright and Apollo may not be here, but that's alright, I can do this on my own. Damn right. May 13th, 9:50 a.m., courtroom number 4. Oh boy. We remember what happened in courtroom number 4, don't we? The wood should smell a little fresher in here, maybe that'll help. Court is now in session for the trial of Bucky White. How's it going, Judge? Man, it's good to see you again. Defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is fully prepared, Your Honor. What am I doing over here? Did I just teleport here again? What's this? No prayer this time, Prosecutor Sadmati? That is correct, Your Honor. To expedite these proceedings, I completed them beforehand in the lobby. Okay. How very thoughtful of you. By the way, what brings you back to this country? Oh, the writers just needed to get me back here for this case, that's all. Also, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth himself called on me to handle this case. My. Besides, I have a debt to repay. And though my opponent is yet a callow thing, I have no qualms with sending her down to hell. Objection! Wow. I'll have you know, if you have a score to settle, it's with Apollo, not me. But more importantly, I am not a callow thing. I'm a qualified and capable attorney. And what is that yellow attire, if not proof of your immaturity, you small spring chick? Oh my god. You have to be such an asshole, you know? I'll cease your shrill chirping. Now, Prosecutor Sadmati. She is still only a teenager. Please go easy on her. Great. Now even the judge is giving me the kid treatment. Yeah, I can see that necklace is beat red right now. I mean, the thing. Very well, shall we begin, Your Honor? Yeah, I suppose we should. Now then, Prosecutor Sadmati, please give your opening statement. I'll show them what I can do. They'll be sorry they underestimated me. Certainly. Let the last rites of the victim commence. The incident is believed to have occurred at around 4 p.m. yesterday, May 12th, at a storyteller's theater called Kurukurutai. The victim was a great master of the Tornado School of Rakugo, or comedic storytelling. His name was Taifu Tornado. Oh boy, we got a map. Okay. The scene of the murder was the theater's dressing room. It is accessible via the staff entrance hallway and has an inner and outer sliding door. Okay, alright. backstage diagram added to the court record here. I love these diagrams, though. The estimated time of death is between 2 and 5 p.m. The cause of death is suffocation, though how the victim suffocated is yet to be determined. The autopsy found nothing unusual in his lungs or stomach, and there is no murder weapon. Huh. I will now submit the incident report to the court. Okay, crime took place in the theater dressing room. Master Tornado was found with his face thrust into a large soba bowl. Jeez. Okay. Autopsy report, time of death 2 to 5, suffocation. Simple enough. Alright, let me look at something here. Suffocation, nothing was found in his lungs. Alright. And then crime took place in the theater dressing room. Tornado was found with his face in a large soba bowl. Jeez, what a way to go, boy, I tell ya. The victim was making soba noodles from scratch in the dressing room. In the dressing room? The room is covered in soba flour. There are 2 drink cans in the fridge. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I see the drink cans. What? Okay, this is weird. Alright, and then we have this, which is also details. Staff entrance, stage, dressing room, and then there's the yard. Is that a doghouse? I don't know. Guess this makes sense more. Prosecutor Sudmati, how can you name Mr. Wet as the culprit when you don't know how the victim was killed, or even with what? Good point, young lady. While it is true that the weapon and precise method are as yet unknown, the accused is the only one who had the opportunity to commit the murder. I will explain this assertion in further detail as we continue. Ugh, guess this means he has some kind of evidence to present. Now would the accused care to plead his case? Accused, where are you? Come to think of it, where is the defendant, Miss Sykes? Sorry, Your Honor, he's on the floor. I'm afraid Mr. Wet isn't feeling very well, and is resting in the infirmary. Surely it is the lack of a clear conscience that impedes him from facing this court. Great, starting off on the wrong foot already. Mr. Wet is the head chef of a soba shop frequented by the victim. On the day of the incident, Mr. Wet went into the theater at the victim's request. Okay. Taipu Tornado was a connoisseur of soba, as you can see in these photographs. He was apparently making soba himself in his dressing room that very day. The soba found at the scene is likely the soba he himself made there. Liking soba is one thing, but making it in a theater dressing room is a bit much. A little bit, I mean, jeez. Master Tornado truly had a passion for soba, didn't he? For a man like that to be murdered by a soba chef is simply unthinkable. And yet, the accused had ample motive. For in the victim's safe we discovered the deed to the accused's shop. Oh. Mr. Wet was to inherit Wet Soba when he lost his father recently. However, it's believed the victim stole the shop's deed during the transfer process. The prosecution believes the accused killed the victim in order to get the deed back. Okay, well that's simple enough. Alright, let me see, So, Wet Soba deed found in the victim's possession. It's the deed for the soba shop. The deed holder is Bucky Wet. Huh. Alright, look at profiles here real quick. Simon Blackwell, age 29, prosecutor who excels at psychological manipulation. As far as psychology goes, he's kind of like my senior, I guess. Taipu Tornado, age 70. A Rakugo storyteller of 55 years who is famous for his soba-based routines. He has 2 disciples under him in his troupe. Bucky Wet, age 20, my client for this case, and the 4th head of Wet Soba. He's still got a lot to learn about noodle making. And Prosecutor Sadmati, last rights prosecutor, age 25. No big surprise, so, a murder over the deed to a shop. That does sound like a plausible motive. So that's what this case is about. I wish Simon had filled me in a little better. I could have contributed more than just 1,000 buckets of cold sweat if he had. Defense. From your demeanor, I gather you know very little about the details of this case. Well, you see, I need to save first.
Talk to them!
Oh, You are dishonoring the soul of the victim by appearing in the courtroom unprepared. You are an embarrassment to your profession. You putrid egg yolk. What the fuck, dude? Gee, he's just being like a total ass in this one. Eek, I'm sorry. Don't apologize to him, Athena. Don't do it. Apollo's a red pepper, and now I'm an egg yolk. We'll get Phoenix in here, and we have the blueberry tart. I don't know, that's the first thing that came to mind. We've only just started, and I've already been demoted from spring chick. I'm ready to call my witness, Your Honor. Here we go. Let us listen to the words of one who was present when the crime was discovered. Someone who was there when the victim's body was found? Very well. Witness, please take the stand. What am I about to see? Oh no. Oh no. Oh! Oh! Okay. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Simon Blackwell, prosecutor. Thank God I got a voice for you already. Prosecutor Blackwell? You didn't tell me you were going to take the stand? Well, here I am. This simply wasn't time. What a shame, Prosecutor Blackwell. Had you shared the damning scene you witnessed beforehand with the defense, we could have moved this trial along and saved the victim's soul that much faster. Damning scene? What in the world did Simon see? Worse than what he said. Simon said, I don't know. Prosecutor Sudmati, was it? Before I give my testimony, there's something I'd like to confirm. You've only been in 4 cases, right? Well, I've been in 6. So I'll have you know. 6? Was it 6? Maybe 5. By all means. This case involves rakugo, a very traditional form of Japanese comedic storytelling. Do you have enough knowledge of this art form to handle the case competently? Here we go. It's about time to see somebody talking down to you. See how that feels. Are you implying I'm not qualified for this case? Not yet. I'm simply trying to ascertain your familiarity with the topic for now. It is a prosecutor's duty to learn the background of any case he takes on. I did some research on rakugo last night, and have grasped the overall idea of it. The Wikipedia pages were surprisingly short. How much could you possibly grasp in a single night? Butterfly, butterfly, tell me what to say. Rakugo is a form of entertaining storytelling. Blah blah. In it, the story it advanced by itself there. Oh. Well, there you go. Oh, I think he's done. I was just drinking cranberry juice to pass the time. Are you satisfied? If not, I could explain the 12 types of endings to such stories. Or shall I perform the famous story of Jujimo instead? Jujimu? Oh, it appears you put in a bit of study. That was 2 hours, man. 2 freaking hours. Your acknowledgement is most welcome, Prosecutor Blackwell. Now, can we move on? I can see why you were known for being quite thorough in your research, Prosecutor. Now I'd love to see you perform that story you mentioned, if you don't mind. If that is your Honor's request.
Hold it!
Uh-oh. 2 slaps? Whoa, Athena. Your powers have doubled since we last met. Your Honor, could we please get back to the trial? Oh, right, of course. I nearly forgot. Seriously, of all the things for you to forget. Now then, back to the case. Prosecutor Blackwell, please tell this court what you witnessed. Sure, what's going on here? What Simon saw. I went to the theater yesterday and arrived at approximately 4 p.m. I went straight to Master Tornado's dressing room. I keep saying tornado, it's like a habit or something. Tornado's dressing room to say hello. Bucky went into the dressing room thereafter, only to come storming out a while later. Master Tornado's junior disciple, Uendo, apparently then entered the room soon after. Wendo? I guess just Wendo. I don't know. That's when Wendo discovered Master Tornado's body. Ooh, excuse me, I think those hiccups are rubbing off on me a little bit. Now wait just a minute here, Prosecutor Blackwell. With testimony like that, you're practically accusing Mr. White of the crime. I know. All I can do is state what I saw. I can't help how it appears. But a qualified and capable attorney such as you should be able to dispatch with it, right? Well, yeah, duh. Alright, I guess I better start by getting all the info out of him that I can. Well, that's what we're gonna do. But I'm actually gonna have to stop here because I have to start streaming in about an hour. So, wouldn't want to mess up on that. Gotta eat something between now and then. Anyway, we'll come back and cross-examine Simon freaking Blackwell. Can't believe this is happening.